Hey, 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 it's Becky with A Better Way to Homeschool, and I'm here today to talk about the big question that especially new homeschoolers get hung up on, and that is, what should I use for curriculum? What stuff do I need to teach my kids? And I'm here to remind you to step back because curriculum is not really what it is that's not really the big question. The big question is, what are your homeschool goals? Until you know your homeschool goals, curriculum is just going to cost you a lot of money. And it's likely just going to sit around and be unused. So I have kind of an odd analogy for you to think about curriculum, but you'll see that it fits in with the theme of this year in general. Um, Curriculum is where people step up when they need to teach their kids, when they get to teach their kids, when they are getting ready to teach their kids. They instantly start to think, well, what should I teach my kids and what materials do I need? And so the whole idea of curriculum is, instead of thinking about it in terms of a book, don't laugh, don't let me lose you here, or laugh. Okay. Curriculum is basically like toilet paper. There's a lot of different kinds of toilet paper out there. I found this out by accident because we've been ordering a lot of our groceries online. We have some immune compromised people in our house, so we've been keeping our distance. And toilet paper is one of those things that there are a million different varieties. There's 2-ply, there's 3-ply, there's septic ready, there's commercial grade. And the thing that you need to think about with curriculum is that you don't want to look at what it is, you need to think about what the goal is. So just like with curriculum, just like with toilet paper, the goal isn't how many rolls do I get, what ply is it, and all that stuff. The goal of toilet paper is cleanliness, right? So the same thing applies with homeschool curriculum. When you are thinking about, well, what books do I need to get? What boxed kits, that's a book. What boxed kits do I need to get? What things do I need to build? You're not so much concerned with what set, but instead, what's the goal? What is it that you're trying to teach your children through the course of the year? So again, when you're thinking about curriculum, you start here with the goal, and then you can apply the heart of homeschooling through that. You see me just stumble on my words. I heard kids in the background and it was very distracting. So curriculum is overwhelming. You don't want to just go buy a whole bunch of stuff. You want to be able to use what you have. And most of the time, you can teach your kids well just with what you already have in your house or what you have access to. So the big question about curriculum after you establish your goals is, what is it that you want to learn? What is it that your kids want to learn? You know, a veteran homeschool friend of mine recently said that people get hung up on how hard homeschooling is, but it's not because homeschooling itself is hard. It's because you're trying to take on what it means to school and kind of replicate that in your home. You don't need to replicate school at home. There's truly no specific list of things that your kids need to learn in order to be a success in life. Instead, there are things that academically, there are things though that you want your kids to learn, and those are the things to concentrate on. So this whole big question of curriculum, we are right in the middle of homeschool planning season. Everything's on sale right now. It can be extremely overwhelming to figure out, should you get this $300 set of curriculum, these little pieces of $5 here, $6 there pieces of curriculum? Should I just go to the library? Like that's the wrong focus. The right focus is to start with your goals, So if you don't have your master goals established, I'm going to encourage you to get those nailed, because until you know that by the time your kids graduate high school, you want them to be able to do these things, then how can you possibly teach your kids? How can you pick the curriculum that you want them to use? Again, it goes back to the analogy of the toilet paper, which seems like such an odd thing. But if you're choosing toilet paper, you're not trying to figure out which is the best brand. You're just trying to make sure that your family is clean, right? They're Charmin clean or whatever. So the same thing goes with curriculum. Figure out what your goals are first. Figure out what you want to learn. What do you want to learn? What do your kids want to learn? And then now you're ready to go looking for the curriculum that will help you make that happen. But the curriculum itself is not going to teach your children. The toilet paper is not what's important. It's cleanliness that's important. And there are other ways to do it, but this is just a tool that you can use for that skill. The same thing, skill. This is the same thing that you use curriculum for. You use it to help you reach your homeschool goals. Does that make sense? If you have questions, let me know, and I will see you soon. Bye.